Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Girard-Perregaux Laureato Evo3 Titanium and Rose Gold. You can see this U.S. Market Special Edition 44mm two-tone Girard-Perregaux Evo3 and purchase it on our website, watchyouwant.com. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. Now you can see on my wrist 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference. For a 44mm watch, this 2006 limited release really is an excellent fit. 44mm is usually the gateway to the truly oversized sports watch class, but I don't get that impression here. Now you can see that the watch is fairly cushion shaped, so roughly as tall as it is wide, there's not much of a difference in the aspect ratio there. Moreover, the watch is fairly shallow on the wrist, being 14.5mm thick. You can see there's a little bit of curve to the top of the bezel as well as the sapphire, so when the watch nestles down on the wrist, it won't have much trouble clearing most sleeves or dress cuffs. And that's good because the combination of the dark brown monotone stitch alligator, the integrated form, and the delicate use of two-tone gold and titanium makes this the kind of sport watch that you would wear with a suit or formal attire. It's also a reasonably compact 50mm from lug to lug, which is well within the bounds of many 40 to 42mm watches these days. So for a 44, it wears small, it wears compact, and it wears secure. You can see the downturned form of the lugs. It almost has case camber to it, such that it's actually arcing around my wrist. Now I do want to emphasize the fact that the watch is partly rose gold, but it's mostly titanium, so the impression you get on the wrist is one of lightness. Very easy to wear. The watch also has an integrated strap, but it doesn't have the obstinate quality of many integrated straps, such that even though there's very little, actually no daylight showing between case flank and strap, it doesn't have the reluctance to flex around a wrist. A tighter wrist, a smaller wrist like mine, can easily wear this watch. There's no stiffness built into the end of the strap, and this in spite of abundant bolstering that gives the strap a handsome aesthetic taper that really matches the swell of the lugs. It's very nicely paired. Girard-Perregaux equips the watch with a very high quality single fold stainless steel deployant. Now you could see stainless steel so that they could pare down the material while retaining strength. It keeps an elegant low profile and allows it to wear with some discretion while retaining the security of a deployant clasp. You won't be dropping this one while putting it on or taking it off. But it is the dial, it is the bezel that sets this one apart. Now, the Laureato family hails from the mid-1970s, so it was inspired by that large class of integrated bracelet watches that emerged from the era. Now, this one integrates a strap, but it's very much the same idea. One flows into the other and then flows out the other side without any visual break. And you also see the polygon bezel that's really characteristic of many watches from that era, either the Vacheron Constantin 222, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, Patek Philippe Nautilus, and of course the IWC Jumbo Ingenieur, and that's continued here. The 2003 final generation of the Laureato Evo 3, took a lot of that original design language and expressed it in larger form, bolder form. In a lot of ways, you could consider it to Girard-Perregaux's Laureato what the 2005 to present IWC Ingenieur family has been for Gerald Genta's original. Just more expressive, more contemporary, larger, and bolder. But elegance does not suffer here. As you can see, the integration of two-tone crown and pushers, a beautifully finished bezel, and applied rose gold elements on the dial keep this watch upscale and tasteful. Now you can see there's also a gorgeous anthracite-colored guilloche, and the gold elements really jump against that backdrop, as do the shocks of red. Now you can see the watch features a unique chronograph system such that seconds are displayed radially, so you can see the conventional chronograph seconds hand ticking away through its arc, but minutes are also displayed radially, so the two most pertinent aspects of a chronograph readout, seconds and minutes, are legible at a glance without having to hunt for a subdial. Now, freeing up a subdial allows Girard-Perregaux to use a 24-hour subdial at 9 o'clock. That 24-hour subdial gives you clarity regarding the AM or PM status of the hands at center. So you can see right now it's approximately 6:35 and it's 6:35 AM per the 24-hour counter. The watch features a radial date at 12 o'clock that is advanced using this pusher on the case flank, and the watch does feature screw-down crowns and pushers with 50-meter water resistance. What's being protected on the inside of the case is Girard-Perregaux's own in-house GP33CO AO movement. Let me get that into the focal plane. There we go. It's a 52 joule in-house unidirectional automatic winding chronograph with a modular Chronograph complication. Now it's based on the long-running Girard-Perregaux 3000 series automatic bass calibers, so it does have 46-hour power reserve, and when you pull the crown, it does hack the balance and stop the seconds for precise synchronization to a reference time. It also features a vertical clutch, so when you do stop and restart the chronograph, you'll see that it stops without stagger and it starts without jump. It also resets precisely, both minutes and seconds hands, to the index at 12. This being a vertical clutch with no extra meshing gears, you don't have to worry about wearing down the movement over time. You can run the chronograph full time. If you prefer to have center seconds, letting that seconds hand run will not damage the movement. And you can see that all of the contemporary Girard-Perregaux finishing standards are here. You can see the linear Côte de Genève across the bridges. You can see them likewise on the 18-karat yellow gold winding mass. You can see the perlage across the base plates, as well as the blued screws. This is a beautiful watch, and as I mentioned earlier, it was a limited release watch, not a limited edition, but launched in the American market in 2006. It was released in very few other markets subsequently. This is a watch you don't see too often, and Laureato Evo3s by themselves aren't terribly common. So this is one of the best of the last of the Laureatos. You can see it and you can purchase it on our website, watchyouwant.com.